Okay. I know I said a while back that I was done with all the anabolic recipe diet BS and I didn't want to promote any of that anymore, and that is definitely still the case. But some things are just too good to pass up on, and this is going to be one of them. The reason being is that I have very recently discovered Biscoff. And yes, I know I am very late to the party, but oh my god, I have absolutely fallen head over heels obsessed with Biscoff. Anything that has Biscoff or speculoos or cookie butter in the name of it, I am a slut for it right now. I thought I loved peanut butter and Nutella. This is next level. However, just like peanut butter and Nutella, Biscoff is super high in calories. So I wanted to find a way of making something my own that is close to as good, not as good, but close to as good, while saving on some calories. And I had a few rules for this recipe that I wanted to create. One, it had to be simple, less than 5 ingredients and things you can find around the house. It also needed to be cheap, nothing expensive, because man's on a budget. You know how it is, cost of living crisis, you feel me? Another criteria is that it had to be batch preppable. I didn't want to have to make this Biscoff every time I wanted to eat it. I wanted to be able to make a fat old jar of it, whack it in the fridge, and then whenever I actually wanted to eat it, then I go to town. And the last bit of criteria was that I didn't want it to include xanthan gum, just because I didn't want it to, basically. And I can say very confidently that I have achieved just that. So hit the top link in my description for more information on Progressive Physique Coaching, my online coaching company. You can contact me directly, ashmaypt@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel and then we'll get to the recipe. So like I said, I wanted to keep the ingredients super simple for this recipe, less than 5, and we've done just that because we need 5. The first thing we need is going to be 60 grams of Biscoff biscuits for that authentic Biscoff flavour, and the macros on them aren't actually that terrible. Next up is going to be 30 grams of a protein powder. You can pretty much use whatever one you want. If you can get a Biscoff or speculoos flavoured protein powder, then you're onto an actual winner. But I am using this plant-based vanilla protein powder. The reason I'm using plant-based is just because I like the texture. It makes it thicker, so you get a nice thick spread. But you can use any other like casein or whey if you want to. Just make sure you adjust the amount of liquid to go with the amount of protein powder you have. Speaking of liquid, we will need unsweetened almond milk. For me, I used 100 milliliters. You might need more, you might need less. And then the last 2 ingredients is going to be liquid sweetener. This is my favorite one. I highly recommend it. And a special ingredient is this Biscoff flavoring. I got this for like £2.50 on eBay. It's very highly concentrated food flavoring, so this will last absolutely ages. I used 70 drops of this and 70 drops of the sweetener. That sounds like a lot of drops. It's not actually that much because the drops are small. And that's it. Like I said, really cheap, simple ingredients. The quantities I just listed will make around 12-15 gram servings, which is a fair amount, but you can easily titrate up and down based on how much or how little you want to make. For the actual recipe, it is extremely easy. You basically just add the biscuits into a blender, blend. You then add the protein powder, the sweetener, the Biscoff flavouring and the almond milk, then blend. You add more almond milk if necessary, you blend. You then scrape down the blender, blend again, and then you just scoop it out into your container of choice. And if you want, you can whack a label on it and be extra like I did. So yeah, how ridiculously simple is that? It's not some over-the-top anabolic wizardry. It's literally just a couple of items in a blender and then you put it in the fridge. So the calories and macros on this are pretty damn awesome. Per 100 grams of my homemade Biscoff spread, you're looking at only 227 calories. Within those calories are 15 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. If we then compare that to actual Biscoff, per 100 grams, let's have a look right here, you're looking at 584 calories with 38 grams of fat, 57 grams of carbs, and only 2.9 grams of protein. So yeah, we are literally talking 360 more calories with 12 grams less protein. Safe to say mine is way better on the calorie and macro front. It really doesn't take much time, money or effort, so it's just win-win-win. In terms of storage, I keep mine personally in the fridge, but looking at the ingredients, you can probably keep it in the cupboard. That's absolutely fine. And for me, it's lasted up to 2 weeks in the fridge. It might last longer than that, but it It hasn't stuck around longer than that because I've eaten it, but it might last longer. If you want to make loads in one go, like loads, you can probably put it into separate retainers and then put it in the freezer. I'm sure it will last for months and months that way, but don't take my word for it because I don't want you to get food poisoning or anything like that. If you do try this recipe out because you're a fellow Biscoff lover like me, even though I'm super late to the party, I know, please let me know in the comment section how you found it, and if you have any suggestions or how I can make it better or worse. I'm also going to try redoing this recipe but using the actual spread rather than the biscuits and see how that comes out. Hope you enjoyed this video. The top link in my description will take you to Progressive Physique Coaching, my online coaching company, or if you have any questions you can contact me directly on email, ashmaypt@gmail.com. Thank you as always for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Until the next one, see you later guys.